All right, let's jump right into it. Welcome to this explainer. Today we're taking a massive magnifying glass to one of the absolute most viral pieces of digital media ever created, Mr. Beast's real-life Squid Game. And look, we aren't just going to gawk at the money here. We're getting under the hood to break down the mechanics, the incredibly tight structure, and the totally unprecedented scale of this thing, all to uncover the ultimate blueprint for digital perfection.
So where do we start? The stakes, obviously. $456,000. By establishing this completely life-changing cash prize right out of the gate, the hook is set. It genuinely makes it financially and honestly psychologically impossible to look away.
And man, did those high stakes pay off. Just look at this number. Over 941 million views. We are talking about nearly 1 billion people tuning in. That is a scale that completely shatters traditional major global television broadcasts. It's just wild.
Here's our roadmap for today. 1. The ultimate viral phenomenon. 2. Early stages and honeycomb. 3. Tug of war and marbles. 4. The glass bridge climax. And 5. The final game.
Section 1. The ultimate viral phenomenon by the numbers. So this dropped on November 24, 2021, and quickly racked up a staggering 20 million likes. But what's truly fascinating is the production ecosystem behind it. This wasn't just your standard point-and-shoot setup. The creator collaborated with major visual effects teams, specifically So Crispy Media and Beast Animations, to integrate 3D environments, digital elimination trackers, and, crucially, these really slick cartoon animations. Those animated elements were an absolute game-changer. They visually explain complex game rules in literally seconds. No long, boring explanations, just quick animated bursts that kept the pace relentless and kept viewers completely immersed in the world and the characters.
And to make a cinematic event like this actually work, you need that relentless pacing. Notice how quickly the action bounces from game to game. We start at 0 with red light, hit honeycomb at minute 4, tug of war at 7:40, and then, boom, look at that jump. The massive climax is waiting for us all the way at 16:29. This isn't an accident, it's a carefully engineered roller coaster.
Section 2. Early stages and honeycomb. The first eliminations. Check out these opening timestamps. Notice what's missing? There's no drawn-out backstory. There are no slow, dragging character introductions. We go straight into red light at exactly 0 seconds. You are instantly dropped into the chaos, and by minute 4, we are already tackling honeycomb.
The big takeaway here is super simple. Fast pacing equals viewer retention. By aggressively cutting out any downtime in those first few critical minutes, the creator guarantees you don't have a single second to get bored. It totally capitalizes on our curiosity, making sure your finger stays far, far away from clicking on to something else.
Section 3. Tug of war and marbles. Scaling down the players.
As we push into the mid-game, that massive crowd of players begins to thin out incredibly fast. At 7:40, we get the brutal team dynamics of Tug of War. Less than 3 minutes later, a hard pivot to the highly intimate, high-stakes marbles game. And then, right after that, at 11:16, we hit a massive structural milestone, a mass elimination.
Now, this 11:16 mark is brilliant. It's a deliberate pacing reset. You go from watching a faceless, chaotic sea of green tracksuits to suddenly tracking individual players. This is where the actual characters emerge. You start spotting the underdogs, the natural leaders, even the villains of the group. This structural shift completely heightens the tension, narrowing the focus so we actually care on a human level about who survives the back half of the event.
Section 4. The glass bridge climax, the centerpiece. Okay, I love this part. This quote is pulled directly from the description text. Fully capitalized, make sure you watch until glass bridge. It's insane. It is beautifully simple. They didn't leave retention to chance. They explicitly planted a psychological seed in your head before you even hit play. And that exact seed blossoms right at the 16:29 mark. By planting that promise early on, anticipation builds throughout the entire first 3/4 of the runtime. You know something completely insane is waiting for you. So what do? You stay glued to the screen.
This is literally the ultimate retention strategy. Promising a late-stage spectacle, especially one that required massive physical sets and visual effects, keeps viewers totally locked in. Think about it. In a digital landscape where our attention spans are measured in mere seconds, securing 16 straight minutes of continuous, fully engaged viewership is a monumental achievement.
Section 5. The final game, crowning the victor.
Just look at the sheer contrast of this journey. We started with a massive, chaotic scale of 456 players, desperately fighting for survival, all the way down to this, one isolated, high-stakes final victory. One single character standing alone with a life-changing briefcase. That emotional journey from the massive crowd to a singular, character-driven focus provides absolute, satisfying closure.
Ultimately, what we're looking at here is a masterclass in digital pacing, condensing a sprawling multi-game tournament into a tightly edited 20-minute timeline creates an unstoppable viral loop. The total lack of downtime, the clear roadmap, the brilliant integration of cartoon animations to speed up the rules, and those compelling character arcs, they all just work in perfect harmony. Which leaves us with this final, provocative thought to chew on. How does a single digital creator manage to replicate the scale, the intense tension, and the massive global success of a multi-million-dollar blockbuster TV series in just 20 minutes? It completely redefines what is possible when you combine high-stakes concepts with surgical editing. Incredible stuff.